What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to go over 10 things DC wants you to forget about the Lanterns. And let's get straight on the list with number 10. Green Lantern used the ring to mail himself. Okay, so this one might not be the worst thing on this list, but using the ring's infinite power for this? I mean, come on. Green Lantern loves to come up with creative and different ways to defeat his enemies with the ring, especially in the earlier comics. In one case in particular, Hal Jordan wanted his sidekick at the time to mail him in an envelope to a group of spies. We see the Emerald Crusader handled as an envelope, and it's really quite comical. To make a long and pointless story short, he gets into the bad guys' location and gives them an unsuspecting fist right from the envelope for him. The entire story and artwork is kind of cringy and laughable at times. Number 9, one of them is a squirrel. One of the more interesting and cute members of the Green Lantern Corps is Chip, a bow tie wearing alien squirrel. Objectively, this makes sense. Aliens don't have to look human-like. In fact, it's most likely that they don't, and Chip shows that you don't have to be a human to be a hero. Chip gains his Green Lantern status when he is heroic in the defense of his world from an invasion of crab aliens. Yes, crab aliens. Overall, this is really a goofy character I doubt we will see in the future again. Number 8, the first Green Lantern wasn't Hal Jordan. Most of us are familiar with the Protectors of the Galaxy, the Green Lantern Corps. Furthermore, most of us are familiar with the fact that the most iconic member of the team is Hal Jordan. But you'll be surprised to know that Hal Jordan wasn't the first Green Lantern hero. No, that honor belongs to Alan Scott. Alan first appeared in the All-American Comics number 16. Alan fought criminals in New York City with the help from his mysterious magic ring. This ring's power, unlike Hal Jordan's, did not come from the power of will, but rather from a magical green flame that fell from space. However, Alan Scott ceased to exist in 1949 due to unpopularity and was officially replaced in 1959 by the new and improved Green Lanterns, with Hal Jordan being the first. At this time, science fiction was on the rise, and DC saw this as a perfect opportunity to transform the sole Green Lantern into many Green Lanterns. As time went on, more Green Lantern members were added onto the roster, but Hal Jordan remained at the center stage. Number 7, the Green Lanterns were not the first protectors of the universe. The Green Lanterns are employed by the ancient race known as the Guardians of the Universe and are charged with protecting the universe from bad guys. However, billions of years ago, before the Green Lanterns, the Guardians tried another method of protection. However, this went horribly wrong and trillions of people died. The Guardians of the Universe tried to protect the universe with the Manhunters, an android race created by them just for this task. One member took it upon himself to show his friends just what the Manhunters were capable of by reprogramming them to kill every single being in existence. When the death toll reached trillions, the point was taken by the Guardians and the android race was disposed of. Number 6, more color-themed groups exist. More color-themed groups of heroes and villains exist, each of their own emotion-driven powers. As the Green Lanterns use willpower and bravery, the Sinestro Corps wields yellow rings and draw their power from fear. The Angers group is the Red Lanterns. Agent Orange is a super thief who relies on greed, and the Blue Lanterns have hope. Compassion belongs to the Indigo tribe, and the female-only star Sapphires hold the power of love. In addition to this, the Black Lantern Corps comes about in the Blackest Night event, in which various dead Lantern members come back as zombies. One of these is our poor squirrel friend Chip, who met a tragic end when a yellow truck hit him. Finally, we have the White Lanterns, who hold the power of life and can reshape reality as they wish. DC would like you to believe that the Green Lanterns are all that matters, but in reality, they play a small role in the infinite cosmos. Number 5, their original weakness was the color yellow. Every popular superhero has a weakness to make them more relatable and to make them more interesting storylines. The Green Lanterns were no exception, except their original weakness was more unrealistic than other heroes and of course much more laughable. The first Green Lantern, Alan Scott, had a strange weakness to wood. This somehow worked for a time, but it was scraped for a seemingly better weakness in the 1959 version of the Green Lanterns, the color yellow. Yes, that's right, the Green Lanterns could summon any object they can think of in existence as long as it did not contact the color yellow. Number 4, Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern movie. To start off, it seems as if Ryan Reynolds was born for his future role Deadpool. Even Deadpool himself knew that Ryan Reynolds would play him on the big screen. So why did the movie star have to play the Green Lantern in the 2011 failure of a movie? No one really knew what to expect when it was first announced that Reynolds would play Hal Jordan in the then upcoming film, and after seeing it, fans were utterly disappointed. So many people complained about the writing, the animations, and the overall movies. The critics and reviews clearly show that the film was failed, and DC hopes that we all forget about this tragedy. Marvel even pokes fun at it in the movie Deadpool. Wade Wilson asked if the supersuit would not be green or animated. Hopefully, the new upcoming Green Lantern movie in the DCEU is a lot better. Number 3, Green Lantern seduced an underage girl. Superheroes are supposed to be the role models of society, so when one of them does something like this, yes, there are others besides the Green Lantern that have seduced young girls, but it just makes all of them look bad. When a young elf-like girl joins the Green Lantern Corps and expresses that she has a massive crush on Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern easily turns her down for the assumed reason that she is merely a child. Eventually, she began to develop into a woman, but the catch was that it was actually the power of the ring that made her appear older, a ploy that she hoped would convince Jordan to give her a chance. This changed our hero's mind, turning his hard no into a soft maybe. DC definitely does not want us to remember this awkward tidbit between a young girl and a grown man. Number 2, Green Lantern's sidekick Itty. Back in the day when Batman and Robin were so successful, both Marvel and DC decided to create sidekicks for heroes. Green Lantern was assigned Itty. Itty was a starfish-like alien that Hal Jordan decided to team up with. Interestingly enough, the starfish had the ability to ride along radio waves, but had the tendency to remain rather quiet around the Green Lantern. Itty thought she was the last of her species, the Lasma, but when he discovers a female survivor, the two procreate and leave the offspring in the care of Hal. They do this because they decide to team up to try and find the beings that wiped out their kind in the first place. DC might want us to forget about this because the entire thing is confusing, and really, the only reason Itty was made was to ride the sidekick trend that the Batman series had set. And number 1, Hal Jordan turned into a supervillain. The purpose of a hero is for him or her to be the beacon of light and hope for the community to see, so when that ideology is shattered, it can be pretty devastating. Hal Jordan was overtaken by an ancient force, a yellow light representing fear, otherwise known as Parallax. Anyways, when his hometown is completely toppled and demolished by Mongul, Green Lantern goes absolutely insane and tries to repair everything that he lost. His mad actions and obvious mental breakdown cause the Corps to take him into for judgment. Here, the hero loses it and kills almost all the Lanterns. DC wants us to forget about this because the whole ancient force taking over him was actually rewritten afterwards. Fans hated the storyline, and for good reason. And that is it for the video, guys. As always, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Valplana, and I'll see you all later.